Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's recap is for Monday, August the 15th, 2022. Monday, August 15th, 2022. But before I begin, please let's take care of something. Please hit the subscribe button that's at the bottom of the screen. Please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen so that you can get all the notifications of my Young and the Restless daily recaps. Today's episode moved along. It wasn't all that eventful. It started with Summer and Phyllis. They were having lunch at Society, a good working lunch. Phyllis came up with some really good ideas Summer liked, and Phyllis was about to pay for the check, and Summer's like, "No, this is on the business expense. Oh no, I have an expense account. You're one of our new executives. Surely we can definitely pay for your lunch." So that made them happy. I mean, they're actually genuinely happy working together. And then it kind of went to, but mom, we got to sign contracts today. I just want to remind you, please, don't start anything. And Phyllis is like, no, this means a lot to me. I know exactly what I'm going to do at Marquetti. I'm excited. So that made Summer happy, which is why I'm like, goodness, Summer's going to end up being collateral damage in all of this, right? And then we had Mariah took Faith college shopping. So they were doing some work, getting stuff for her dorm room ready and all of that great stuff. It's interesting how they've aged Faith to college age. I did some actual research. Faith was originally born on screen on The Young and the Restless in 2006. No, not 2006. What they're doing is they're 2006, 16 would make her 10. Yeah, 2006. But they're trying to push her age to where she's about to go to college, because 2006 she'd be 10 plus 5 would be 15 years old, right about there. So yeah, they've definitely aged Faith. Now she's going to college. You notice they're not showing Moses at all, because that storyline really, it means nothing. It really does. I mean, it's not important. Let's see, we've got the next great thing was Tessa. She walks in, she's doing her usual nonverbal, but then she spoke, which made everybody so happy, because now the doctor said she could do some moderate talking. Her voice is healing well. She can definitely do some talk, but just don't strain her voice. So everybody was happy. Mariah was thrilled. Mariah now can focus on her work at Jabot, because now they have her overseeing two separate divisions, the Jabot PR division and the marketing, which is incredible to me. That they can't hire executives for that at Jabot. Hello, come on, Jack. Let's be real. So Mariah went to work, and then Tessa was talking to Sharon and kind of shared some of her fears with Sharon about, what if her voice doesn't recover? What if she can't sing again? All the natural doubts that a singer would have with a surgery like that. So, it was a nice. Sharon, she actually is a good listener, and she gives really good advice. It's just too bad she can never take any of her own advice, but she can definitely give good advice. And then they had scenes to where Diane and Jack were in the park again, as usual. My goodness, watching Harrison play. And apparently Jack bought a whole bunch of toys from home, and Diane was like, but don't you think you brought a little too many for the park? And, whatever, they're back and forth, just fawning over little Harrison. So he picks up some kind of object that they didn't really know what it was. So Jack says, let me go and take a look at it. Let me go on object patrol, right? And as Jack is walking away, Diane is just looking at Jack like, yeah, I want to tear you up. I'm getting you right where I want you, Jack Abbott. And she's just, woo, just all in her goodness, you know. And Kyle walks up and Kyle's like, what's this smell about? And Diane kind of catches, she goes, I'm just happy. I'm just happy you let me in back in your life. I'm happy you let me spend time with Harrison, getting to know my grand, the usual fluff, but no, it was Jack. She look biting her lip in this picture, like, oh yeah. Mm. Diane. See, had anybody else seen that? Like, had Nikki seen it, Ashley seen it, Phyllis seen it, they'd be going off the deep end with it because they know exactly what she's doing. But Jack can never see it. And quite frankly, Kyle didn't see the lip biting. He just saw all the twinkle in her eye. So he would want to believe it's Harrison until Jack came back over. He sat down, crisis averted, and they were kind of teasing each other about Harrison's little castle or skyscraper. They both had differences of opinion as to what Harrison was building. So he's actually standing next to them here. And Diane, you see her, how she's kind of twisting her elbow. She kind of leans towards Jack. Oh, come on, Jack. She's just crazy with her flirting. And that's really what it is. And Kyle was looking down at the two of them like, well, what's really happening here? And he says, I'm not used to seeing you two, doing this well, sitting, like this close, just watching Harrison. And so he looked at Diane and he says, it's time for us to get back to the office. They had some things to do. So she goes, yes, yes. And Jack was going to help Harrison pick up his toys because the nanny had arrived and he was going to run some errands and then get to Jabot later. But it's Diane is going to also do this kind of thing in the office at Jabot in front of Phyllis to see if she can get Phyllis to fly off the handle. I already know that's coming. Because she's just gushing over everything. And then we had an interesting breakthrough. Kevin comes to Crimson Light, meets Chance and says, hey, got some breakthrough and something I need to show you. The camera footage, he was able to clean it up enough that they could see that was the license plate of Ashland's rental car, and there was a person getting in it. But unfortunately, the person threw down a cigarette and put it out with his feet. Ashland doesn't smoke. Yet they said all along that one of Victor's security guards smoked. And they found a cigarette butt at the scene. So now we got a butt at the scene of the ravine at the top. Now we got a butt at the gas station. Although guess what? Those cigarette butts are sure hanging around a long time, aren't they? Because that one at the gas station still there. Wow. Okay. So or hopefully, I don't know if they actually said they recovered the one at the gas station. They just have footage that there was one. They have footage, they have the one from the site for sure. So we'll see if they try to say they have both. So of course, Chance goes over to Victor, shows Victor, and Victor's like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Like, this is grainy. I can't even see what this is. And he goes, well, that's clearly Ashland's, the license plate to his rent-a-car. And here, this is clearly someone smoking, putting out his cigarette butt, and then kind of covers tracks and gets into Ashland's car. And Victor's like, okay, and you're showing me this for what? And he goes, one of your guards smoke. And Victor's like, I'm sure my guards visit that gas station on their breaks all the time. It's right behind my daughter's property. Victor's cool. It's funny. He's cool and calm, quick on his feet, right? But that still doesn't talk about, well, how did this person get into Ashland's? This is not Ashley getting into Ashland's car. and your security team, they smoke. But Victor's like, you can't even see the face of this person, which was interesting. I guess Chance thought he could bring this to Victor, and Victor would just out and out, oh, Chance, you got me, oh boy. You got me. Yes, it was my security team. Yes, okay. He was careless. I was only doing it to protect my children. Chance. you know. So then Victor decides to do this hypothetical, when you were away, doing, what you thought felt was your duty. And what if Ashley, Abby would have killed Stitch? You would have wanted me to take care of that for her. And Chance is like, why are you giving me this hypothetical on something that did not even happen? Because he goes, well, what would you have done? You'd have been happy. Then he goes, no, I'm not even going to answer that because it didn't happen. We're talking about what did happen. And then Chance says, I am going to do my best. It is my job to find out what happened. And he kind of pointed his finger at Victor for something, and Victor ended up leaning in. You need to get a better sense of family, Chancellor. and you need to do a better job of that. And then don't ever point your finger at your father-in-law. Oh my good. You have a good day. So Chance gets up and leaves, and he's walking through the park, in a little bewilderment, kind of upset. He doesn't know. I don't know if he doesn't know what to do, but now he's realizing he's getting closer, and getting closer. What is that really going to mean? What is that really going to mean? How much is he going to expose Abby's father? Now, what was interesting, Abby goes to see Victoria, brings her a care package. So Victoria gives her a hug. I'm sorry I didn't return any of your calls. It's like, okay, any of the 100 I've given you, and I'm your only sister? Okay. And then she's talking, she relives the whole night, just so emotionally. And then, like, Abby, you can talk to your husband to help just put an end to all of this. And I'm thinking, wow, she's really trying to use her little sister that she couldn't give the time of day to give a phone call to. But now I want you to persuade your husband, the detective, to do something for me. I don't think so, Victoria. And Abby's just looking like, wait, what? Huh? Stay out of it, Abby. Don't even get involved with that. Leave that alone. Goodness. So that was pretty much it on The Young and the Restless today. I do not have any comments in Comment Corner today. I will be back tomorrow to see what is happening on The Young and the Restless on Tuesday, August the 16th. So I will be back and talk to you then.